Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be testing out and shooting a couple different types of 380 ammo from a compact or micro-sized handgun, if you will, just to kind of see how they will be performing. Now, the handgun that we're going to be using will be the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380, which happens to have a 2.75 inch barrel. Now, I'm not really here to talk you into or out of a 380 or a compact 380 for that matter. But I just figure if you're going to be going with a 380 anyway, you might as well at least know what are some of the different ammo choices that are available to you and also how those ammo choices will actually perform. So we're going to start by testing out, we'll be chronographing 3 or 4 different types of ammo. We'll bring that data right back in here. We'll crunch the numbers, go right back out into the field and start to do some ballistic testing and kind of see how those numbers will actually translate when we bring them off the paper and start to put them into use in the real world. If you like today's video, don't forget to click the like button, do subscribe and turn on the notifications bell if you haven't already done so. And as always, we're looking forward to your comments. Thank you again. Okay, so here's the ammo that we will be shooting today. On the left, we've got the 95 grain ball ammo by Federal, the 90 grain bullet. This is the Hornady Critical Defense. The 80 grain hollow point, which is the Barnes Tack XPD, and the 102 grain Remington compact handgun ultimate defense. Let's zoom in on these a little bit here. Getting ready to shoot the Bodyguard 380. This will be the Federal 95 grain ball ammo. 817, 817. 829, 829. 805. 829. 838. Getting ready to shoot the Bodyguard 380. This will be the Hornady Critical Defense 90 grain FTX bullet. $851, $851. 865, 865. 889, 889. 898, 898. 860, 860. Getting ready to shoot the Bodyguard 380. This will be with the Barnes Tack XPD. This is their 80 grain hollow point. $10.23, $10.23. 1002, 1002. 1037, 1037. 1019, 1019. 981, 981. Getting ready to shoot the Bodyguard 380. This will be the Remington Ultimate Defense Compact Handgun. It is basically their 102 grain golden Saber hollow point. $911, $911. 916, 916. 911. 944. 927. Alright, to start off here, let's just get a baseline. The Federal ball ammo that we used, we had a 95 grain bullet. Our average velocity, 824 feet per second, which translated into 143 foot-pounds of energy. If you don't mind giving up a little bit of bullet weight, you can go from a 95 grain bullet into a 90 grain bullet. You can be in the Hornady Critical Defense. That round, we had speed numbers there of 873 feet per second instead of 824 on the ball ammo, so that was definitely an increase in speed. 152 foot-pounds of energy compared to 143. Now, if you're willing to go with a lighter bullet still, you can be in a Barnes Tack XPD. The 80 grain bullets that we used, we had an average velocity there of 1,012 feet per second, which translated into 182 foot-pounds of energy. Now on the Remington Golden Saber that we shot, now I still call it the Remington Golden Saber, but the technical name for it is the Ultimate Defense Compact Handgun Ammo. That was the 102 grain bullet, average velocity 922 feet per second, 192 foot-pounds on the energy. Now sometimes you have to ask yourself, what am I gaining and what am I giving up? So if you do get away from that 95 grain ball ammo, and let's say you go into the 90 grain FTX bullet, you're going to be giving up some bullet weight. You'll have a bullet that is 5.2% lighter, but it will have 6.3% more foot-pounds than that federal ball ammo. If you go into the Barnes Tack XPD, you'll have a bullet that is 15.7% lighter. So basically call it 16% lighter than the 95 grain federal ball, but it will be 27.2% more foot-pounds of energy. Now with that Remington ammo, you don't really give up anything. In fact, you gain. You get a heavier bullet still. You get 7.3% increase in bullet weight over the 95 grain ball. And you have 34.2% more foot-pounds than the federal ball ammo. Getting ready to shoot the steel spinner target, distance 15 to 20 feet with the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. Using the 80 grain hollow points by Barnes. This is the Barnes Tack XPD. When I hit it by my thumb, it spun the target, but only one time. When I hit it just a little bit high, it did not spin the target. And then when I hit it a little higher, it didn't spin it. So I think that because of that lighter bullet weight, if you don't hit that target absolutely perfect, it's just not going to spin. Getting ready to shoot the steel spinner target with the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 using the Remington 102 grain hollow point. This is known as their Ultimate Defense Compact Handgun. Distance 15 to 20 feet. We'll be shooting these water jugs with a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 using the Hornady Critical Defense. It will be a 90 grain FTX bullet. Alright, so we're walking up right now to the water jugs that were just hit with a 380 auto 90 grain Hornady Critical Defense. So you can see the entry hole right there, pretty much hit it dead center. Some pretty good expansion right out the front, some more expansion right out the back. I'm not quite sure where the exit hole was on the back though. Looks like the exit hole was probably right about there. Entry hole to water jug number 2 right there. Exit hole to water jug number 2 right there. And it looks like in water jug number 3, you can see that bullet sitting in there in the bottom. Looks like it has expanded. Here's your entry to water jug number 3. Did it put any type of indentation at the back of water jug number 3? It doesn't look like it did. Let's see if we can find that down in there. Yeah, it's definitely sitting in there. We'll pour that out in a moment here. Okay, so your 380 FTX bullet by Hornady. You can see how it starts off. You can see how it finishes after expansion. Here's your little red plunger that is sitting on top of there. Just flip this over, get a couple different views of it. Getting ready to shoot these water jugs with a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 using the 80 grain bullet by Barnes. This is their Tack XPD bullet. Okay, any questions, any comments? Anybody care for a mint? So this is the first water jug that was hit with the Barnes Tack XPD. It got hit right about there. I don't know what else I can really add to this. This kind of performance pretty much says it all. That's water jug number 2. Exit on water jug number 2. Water jug number 3 was pretty much unfazed though. The bullet started to go sideways. It hit water jug number 4, I guess we could call it, which was really the third water jug that it came into contact with. And I believe it's at the bottom of water jug number 4. Yep, it's in there somewhere. We'll pour that out for you. Here it is opened up. Here's your Hornady critical defense. Here's your critical defense opened up. Any questions there? Not sure if we have a winner here or not, but those are some really interesting results. Maybe we'll keep going and try to open up one more bullet here. Getting ready to shoot these water jugs with a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. The ammunition will be the Remington Ultimate Defense Combat Handgun 380 Auto 102 grain Golden Saber bullet. That is a mouthful. Here we go. Okay, walking up right now to the water jugs that were just hit with that 102 grain bullet by Remington. So the first water jug got hit pretty much dead center. Massive blowout on the front side. Back side of the first water jug, a little bit of a blowout. You can see the exit hole on that first water jug. Entry hole, water jug number 2. Here's something that's also interesting. We had a blowout on the second water jug as well. Water jug number 3, entry hole there. Looks like it did not go out of water jug number 3. Should be down in there somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in there. We'll pour that out in a moment here. It is right here in the middle. That's what it starts off like. That's how she finishes. You can see it right there next to that 80 grain Barnes tack. You can also see it next to the 90 grain Hornady FTX bullet. So here's your FTX from a little bit different angle. Here's your Golden Saber bullet right there. Here's your Tack by Barnes flipped upside down. So it looks like if you're trying to split the difference between just massive expansion, which the Barnes is going to give you, and maybe minimal expansion but deeper penetration, if you're trying to split that difference, it looks like maybe your Golden Saber bullet, 102 grain, not a bad way to go at all. But either way, these are probably all highly effective rounds.